Welcome to Best Practices, our series showcasing the concepts you need to know to solve highly specialized building envelope challenges.
We are in Arkadelphia, Arkansas at our RISE Building Products Testing Facility. In this video, we're going to show you tips and best practices for torch application of SBS base plies.
Ensuring a successful installation is about understanding details, so let's cover some commonly asked questions. First question we often address is how to best prepare for torch application of SBS base plies. Before any torching begins, preparation and safety are key. For these videos, we're working in our well-ventilated RISE testing facility. On your job site, make sure everyone is wearing personal protective equipment. When working with a torch, make sure you have a fire extinguisher nearby and are following all local fire safety regulations. Start with a clean, smooth, dry surface. Here we're working over a factory-primed board, but the substrate could also be a nailed base sheet or primed concrete. Use a chalk line to maintain consistent sheet orientation and layout. Working from the low point of the roof, dry set the sheet and align it carefully. Sheets should be oriented to allow a minimum 3-foot end lap stagger. If a core is exposed, pull it out and trim it to length to avoid exposure to direct flame. Dip the ends of the core into a pail of water as a precaution and reinsert. Before backrolling the sheet, cut dog ears on overlapping corners to improve sealing at T-joints. Then backroll the sheet to the midpoint of the roll, maintaining pressure on the opposite end of the roll to maintain alignment. Probably the most common questions for torch application of SBS base plies focus on understanding recommended application techniques. Here are some key steps. Torch application can be accomplished using a single burner hand torch or a 7-burner torch wagon, but avoid using 5-burner wagons. Apply torch heat using a steady L motion across the sheet, including a focus on the selvage edge of the previously installed sheet to ensure that the side lap bonds correctly. Apply heat directly to the roll, not the substrate. Keep in mind that the hottest part of the flame is at the very tip of the cone. Avoid directing flame at the underlying insulation or vulnerable areas. Watch for complete burn-off of the release film and ensure that the membrane is fully bonded without overheating. If you need to pause mid-roll, pull out the asphalt puddle and gently backroll a few inches to avoid creating a ridge of solid asphalt. Another common question, how are end laps properly finished with torch application of SBS base plies? Lap integrity is essential to system longevity, and it's where issues often begin if not done right. End laps should be at least 3 inches and staggered by a minimum of 3 feet between courses. The dog ear cut prevents right angles at step downs, improving sealing at T-joints. Torch the end lap with the sheet in contact with the core, then flop the tail into place in one clean motion. Use a trowel to apply light pressure at the step down. After the membrane cools, probe side and end laps that do not exhibit bleed out, especially T-joints, to confirm that laps are tight. If any dry laps are found, seal them with torch and trowel. So that's an overview for torch application of SBS base plies. Here's a summary of best practices. Always follow applicable torch safety protocols, including having extinguishers on site and performing a fire watch after application. It's not just best practice, it's critical. Watch for complete burn-off to ensure membrane is fully bonded. Monitor the weather. Cold temperatures, wind, and precipitation can affect application efficiency and quality. Avoid walking on freshly torched membranes. Give them time to cool. And above all, consult the Siplast system specifications for every project. Thanks for watching. For more guidance and step-by-step installation videos, visit siplast.com or connect with your local Siplast representative. Siplast is with you every step of the way.